What's going on, everybody? Today I just want to give you my review of the Infiniti G37S Coupe. I have the 2009 Coupe model with the VQ37 VHR engine in it. It has 390 horsepower, 290 foot-pounds of torque, and you couldn't ask for more for a normal everyday type of car. So the model I have is 2 years, I believe, after the facelift that came from the G35. I believe the facelift came in 2007 on the Coupe models and 2008 on the sedan models. This is the 2009 Coupe, so this is 3 years after the facelift, but I think the look of it is timeless. I will take you for a walk around right now, actually. So this is the look of the 2009 G37S. Mine's manual. I have the 3 years after the facelift, as I was saying. The G35 had the bubbly lights on it. It had a full different facelift, and the rear was pretty similar, but they did make quite a few changes just to make the look of this car timeless. It looks a lot more modern than it did at the time it came out. I think it was perfect for the era, but it's never grown old. So my favorite part of the car is the rear end, where they stuck with the Skyline lights that were in the 35 and 37, as well as all of the Nissan GTR Skylines. The back end, I'd say as well, is pretty timeless. Looking at it on the street while driving or driving behind one, it always catches your eye. I have the dual tip exhaust. Mine are a little bit upgraded. I also have the diffuser on it, but the dual exhaust comes on each one of these as long as you have the sport model, I believe. Actually, it even comes on the sedan models as well, the X. Most people's favorite part of the car is the side profile, just because of how long the front end is, contrasting with how short the back end. Really makes it a timeless look and gives it that sporty look to it at the same time, so that it is a very beautiful car in the exterior. It comes with the Sport Edition. It comes with the upgraded brakes, which are the Brembos from stock Infiniti. It comes with the stock rims. It comes with on the Sport package, it comes with the 19-inch rims. It comes staggered, I believe, on the coupes, but that's pretty much everything you get for the S Edition. So I'll show you around the interior, and then we'll go for a little bit of a drive. So this is the interior of the G37. It isn't anything special, especially for the year it came out, when everything was starting to become more modernized. It is a step up from the G35 for sure, but it still has nothing crazy about it. The back seats, which I do have stuff in them, I apologize, is very small, can barely fit anyone, but it is enough room if need be for someone to sit in the back seat. There's nothing super special about it. The two-tone does complement the interior very well if you get that option. You can also get black on black and several different colors. I believe this is the rock or graphite color, but we'll take it for a drive just to show you some of the more of the options and how it fares on the road. So there were several changes made from the G35 to the G37, but there are some similarities. The changes that were made were the facelift was the engine, which was changed to from the VQ35DE to the VQ37 VHR, which is high revolution or high response, meaning it has 2 intakes now instead of 1, and it has 2 throttle bodies instead of the 1 that was in the G35. So the car drives very smooth, very nicely, as it is a luxury sports car. The drive is enjoyable. The entire way I'm smiling because it is a fun and fast car, as well as it is nice and comfortable to drive. These seats are extremely comfortable. A lot of people fight that these ones are a sole reason alone to upgrade from the G35, but I do enjoy both the seats in their own way. This one has more of the bolstering and the sporty seats that you can switch around to your preference. It has the buttons on the side of the chair that will change in the rib cage and the thigh holding bolsters. Another reason to get one of these cars is the huge aftermarket support that it has, because it has the same platform as the Nissan 350 and 370Z. A lot of the parts are interchangeable. A lot of the parts are bolt-ons pretty much that match from both cars, and that is a sole reason to upgrade to one of these cars by itself. The aftermarket support for this car is unbelievably big. From body modifications to power mods to exhaust to all of that, there is a huge backing towards this platform because it is a very easy platform to work on, as everything is very simplistic and there is nothing crazily ingenuitive to figure out how to work on one of these cars. So if you're looking for a reasonably affordable car in the $10,000 range, I would recommend this car to pretty much anybody. I live in Canada, so all my currency is going to be in Canadian, and I'm sorry that I don't know the conversions, but I bought this car for $13,000 Canadian, and it was almost a steal for what I got it for. It has no problems, no rust. It's been always winter kept. It's been never been winter driven, garage kept. It was treated well by a good owner, and I think that really has helped it thrive for how long it has. This currently has 145,000 kilometers on it, which is pretty low for a 2009 in this where I live, but you will not always find one that is like that. Mine, I got a lucky find. I waited for months and months to actually come across it, but in the end it was very worth it, and I'm happy I waited. You can pick one of these cars up on the lower end for around $6,000-$7,000 if you're lucky enough to find one, but the majority of those in that price range are going to be very beat up, high mileage, high everything, and you don't want to deal with a lot of the problems that come at that time, as the timing chain cover starts to leak, and there's a lot of other problems that happen around the higher mileages, so just be wary of that. If you are buying one of the manual edition of this car, before you check it out, make sure you check the clutch master cylinder. It'll be right beside the brake fluid reservoir, and if that is empty, sometimes your clutch will lose all pressure, and you can't get it back unless you take the whole clutch assembly apart. I've spoken to several of the techs from Infiniti, and they've all said the same thing, that is the #1 problem with this car, and just to watch out for it if you decide to go look for one for yourself. On the highway, you could not ask for a better car to drive. It's enjoyable, it is relaxing, it's comfortable to drive in, the stereo is nice to listen to, the speakers are all Bose, and they are pretty good quality. It is a pleasure to drive. As well as I said, the power is always there when need be. That was only to 5th gear, and that sped me up over the majority of the other drivers that are on the road already. So if you need to pass, if you need to merge, if you need to do whatever, this car will be able to handle whatever you throw at it. Dropping a gear, you will speed up quite quickly to get to where you need to be, and the brakes are sporty and are 4-piston in the front, 2-piston in the back, and that will always be enough to slow you down as much as you need to. I'm going to call this review quits here, and I will get another video up for the 0 to 60 as soon as I can get someone to hold the camera for me. So that's it for today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it really helps me. And I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.